Welcome guys to my new video. In this video I will start solving problems using the if else, if and switch statements. So first of all, like my video, subscribe to my channel, and let's start our video. Exercise 1. Write a C program to find the maximum between two numbers using the if statement. In this exercise, first I need to declare two numbers, number 1 and number 2. First step, I need to tell the user to give me a value of these two numbers using the printf and scanf functions. Third step, I need to use the if statement to find the maximum between these two numbers. Here we have three conditions. The first condition is if number 1 is greater than number 2. The second condition is if number 2 is greater than number 1. And the third condition is if number 1 is equal to number 2. In the first condition, we have number 1 is the maximum. In the second condition, number 2 is the maximum. And in the third condition, the two number is equal. Now let's start writing the code to see the result. And like all the C program, we start with hashtag include studio integer main, and I will open the braces, and let's start to declare the two number, integer number 1 and number 2. Second step, let's telling the user to give me a value of these two numbers, printf enter two number. Scanf percentage d because it's an integer, and number 1 and number 2. Now let's use the if statement to find the maximum. And the first condition is if number 1 is greater than number 2, number 1 is the maximum. Printf is the maximum number 1. This is the first condition. Now the second condition, if number 2 is greater than number 1, printf is the maximum number 2. Now the third condition, if number 1 is equal to number 2, printf both are equal. And finally return 0. This is our C program to find the maximum between two numbers using the if statement. First, I declare the two numbers, number 1 and number 2. Second step, I tell the user to give me a value of these two numbers. And finally, I use the if statement with 3 conditions to find the maximum between number 1 and number 2. Exercise 2. Write a C program to check if the number is positive, negative, or equal to 0 using the if statement. First step, I need to define the number, for example, A. Second step, I tell the user to give me a value of these numbers using the printf and scanf functions. Next step, I need to use the if statement to check if the number is positive, negative, or equal to 0. Also here I have 3 conditions. First condition is if A is positive. Second condition is if A is negative, and the third condition is if A is equal to 0. Let's write the code to see the result, and let's start with hashtag include studio.h integer main and open the braces. Now let's define the number integer A, printf, enter a value or enter a number. Scanf %t and A. Now let's use the if statement to show or to check if the number is positive, negative, or equal to 0. And if A greater than 0, printf A is positive. If A less than 0, printf A is negative. If A equal to 0, printf A is 0. And finally, return 0. This is our C program to check if the number is positive, negative, or equal to 0 using the if statement. First, I define the number. I tell the users to give me a value of this number, and I use the if statement with 3 conditions to check if the number is positive, negative, or equal to 0. Exercise 3. Write a C program to check whether a number is divisible by 5 and 11 or not. First, we need to define a number, for example x. Second, like the other exercise, I need to tell the user to give me a value of this number. Third step, I need to use if with this condition. For example, if x is divided into the modulo by 5 equal to 0, and x is divided by 11 equal to 0 also. Here I put 2 conditions in 1 condition. This is how to check if a number is divisible by another number. If this condition is true, I need to print this number is divisible by 5 and 11. or not, how to write or not in the C program. I need to use else. Else, it's mean if the number it's not divisible by 5 or 11, I need to print number is not divisible. This is our code. This is our how to write uh, uh, this code. Let's see the steps. And hashtag include studio.h integer main, and let's declare the number x, printf give me a value of x, scanf Now let's see the if statement with this condition. If x is modulo or divisible by 5 equal to 0 and x is divisible by 11 also equal to 0, this is the condition. Now I need to print number is divisible by 5 and 11. Now else also printf number is not divisible by 5 and 11. And finally return 0. This is our C program to check if a number is divisible by 5 and 11. First, we need to declare the number, to tell the user to enter a value of this number, and we use the if-else statement with a conditions to check. Exercise 4, I need to write a C program to check if a number is even or odd. First, we need to declare the number, to tell the user to give a value of this number, and the third step, and this is the very important step, we need to check if this number is even or odd. We need to use the if statement, if else also. We need to use this condition. If the number, for example, x, is divided by 2, also equal to 0, the number is even. Num is even. Else, it means the number is not divided by 2, number is odd. Let's see how to write the code. And let's start with hashtag include studio.h integer main and open the braces. First step, integer x, declare the number. Second step, printf give me a number. Scanf and number and x. Now let's use the if statement to check if the number is even or odd, and if, with the condition, number x is divided by 2 equal to 0, printf number is even. Else printf number is odd. And finally return 0. This is our C program to check if a number is even or odd. First step, declare the number, enter a value of this number, and finally we need to use the if-else statement to check if the number is even or odd. Exercise 5. Write a C program to input marks of 5 subjects: physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, computer, and calculate the percentage and grade according to the given conditions. If the percentage is greater than or equal to 19, the grade is A. If the percentage is greater than or equal to 18, the grade is B. If the percentage is greater than or equal to 17, the grade is C. If the percentage is greater than or equal to 16, the grade is D. And the percentage is greater than or equal to 14, the grade is E. And finally, if the percentage is less than 14, the grade is F. First step, we need to define the 5 subjects: P for physics, C for chemistry, B for biology, M for mathematics, and COM for the computer. Second step, we need to declare also the percentage. We need to use float per percentage. Why we use float? Because the percentage can be a decimal number. This is the first step. I declared the 5 subjects and the percentage. Second step, I need to tell the user to give me the grades of these 5 subjects using the printf and the scanf functions. The step later, I need to calculate the percentage. I need to use this formula. Percentage is equal to the grade of physics plus chemistry plus biology plus mathematics plus computer, and divided by 5 because we have 5 subjects. Second step, I need to print the value of the percentage on the screen. Later, and the last step, I need to use the if, else if later to check these conditions. The first condition, if the percentage is greater than or equal to 19, else if, and finally else. Let's write the code to see the result. And let's start with hashtag include studio.h integer main and open the braces. Now let's declare the 5 subject integer P, C, B, M, and computer. Second step, define the percentage. And now let's tell the user to give me the grade of these 5 subjects. Printf enter 5 grades. Scanf percentage %d, 5 subject, and b, and c, and b, and m, and computer. Now let's calculate the percentage. Percentage is equal to p plus c plus b plus m plus the computer, grade of the computer, divided by 5. This is the formula of the percentage. Now let's print the value of the percentage on the screen using the printf function. The percentage is percentage. Now let's use the else if later to put these conditions, and let's start with if the percentage is greater than or equal to 19, we need to print printf grade A. Else if percentage is greater than or equal to 18, printf grade B. Now else if the percentage is greater than or equal to 17, printf grade C. Now else if the percentage is greater than or equal to 16, printf grade D. Else if percentage is greater than or equal to 14, printf grade E. And finally, else printf grade F, and the return 0. This is our C program to enter 5 subjects, calculate the average, and put the conditions to check if the grade A, B, C, D, or E or F. In exercise 6, I need to write a C program to input week numbers and print the corresponding day of week name. For example, if I put 1, what is Sunday, for example. Let's see the steps of this code. First, I need to define the week number. I need to tell the user to give me a number of the week number, and I use the switch case statement to find the number, the week name of the week number. Let's see how to write the code, and let's start with hashtag include studio.h integer main and integer week number. Printf enter the week number. Scanf percentage d and week number. Now let's use the switch case statement to determine the day of the week, and let's start with switch week number, open the braces and case 1, printf Sunday and break case 2, printf Monday and break case 3, printf Tuesday and break case 4, printf Wednesday and break also case 5, printf Thursday also break case 6, printf Friday and break also case 7, printf Saturday and break. And finally the switch case will end with default printf invalid number and break. This line, it's mean, for example, if I put a number, it's not between 1 and 7, for example 8, it print invalid number. And finally return 0. Let's print our code to see the result. Enter a week number, for example 5, it's Thursday. If I need to print, for example 9, it's invalid number. Now let's see the importance of the break here. If I need to delete the break and I need to, for example 1, it prints Sunday. Now if I print a new number, for example 4, print Wednesday. The importance in break when I delete the break, he print Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is the important of the break. The break, for example, if I need the number 6, he print Friday without the other day.